Now, nipa ni bebre when you want a better society, they decide, they say they don't want to listen. Now, omwankasa by their own, they start to create problems for themselves. Or by themselves, they will start to create problems for themselves. Mo nurse ni na okotena Range Hospital okodi etoro say ye pray no. I have a very good and simple advice for the Minister of Health because a key health. You can't say, oh, hospital, a life and death. You either die at the hospital or you come back home healthy. And he said, yeah, what nurses be mind ma. Omodi nipa nkwa eto chacha. We don't need those health kind of nurses in our society. Yenti sema abaya na she that chichire na hu ebisa say dey how any answer or the mai. Any sa doctor Tim kran no answers or the mai. And then committee na Minister of Health eti and response or omokoye adwuma no. The report they also wrote or they brought back. Let's watch it and then conclude by this.
From my back to my chest, and then they were just.
Did they push you? Were you pushed? Or what did they do? What did they do to you?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe the.
But what happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know. Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist, and I even dodged a couple of the fists. They hit me
all over.
But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder and some headaches and body pains.
All right, thank you very much.
And to add that, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us, and if take one life and
you take one life. Actually said that.
Yes.
So they call they say hwan when you dislocation they say we hwan na so hwa e da syringe mu no omo pia na hwe form no nipa 8 was 4 efi na chi 2 efi na wonanim and omo bo no absolutely.
Visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse Miss Chuchu Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And at that time, the staff had been discharged to go home.
All right, into committee and say, abaya no one say Gina national TV so catch it say ye bubu no amanensa awiare. Enya Dr. Tim Kranso be substances ne narrative ni say no kure omukọ e yabono no committee ni say based on their findings and there's nothing wrong with the girl. Omukọ hospital kure na again ye adwuma ho no. There is nothing say girl no obi abone pra no. Na minor ye team no, we need to be very 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 careful with the country we call Ghana. When we are fixing the country, it seems say you were encrophobia mind. Their understanding about fixing the country no is totally different than what we all expect. Unim Bibi, there is this platformer, Dr. Tim Krano Ekahubi on WhatsApp. I think maybe some of you might have heard about this, but let's do justice to this particular topic. On that particular platform, no, then somebody wrote on that, I think it's a platform for big men in our health sector. No. Then one person wrote, say, I believe the case is currently before a court of competent jurisdictions, which is well positioned to determine whether or not any abuse occurred. Let us not be discouraged by such report. Into obituary say, and some a report in there, but mama yemfio because assembly will court. Enti mama handle court issue, not mama yemfio. Then Dr. Tim Cry responded on that same platform, say, was the committee's mandate to find out whether there was an assault or fractures or dislocation. So Dr. Tim Cry comes back to say, now committee no can say am small say, omonkonko say, obi assault girl no, and as obi assault no. And I say, girl nsa ehware and as you buni some and I said that wasn't the mandate of the committee no. This is according to Dr. Tim Cry. Papa na ono gina TV so edidi health minister atem no. Eno no. Then another person says the power is transient. Politicians don't learn. But the biggest challenge is how to make our own colleagues think smart and work without our scope. What was a politics and omedi play? You could see, say, everything they are discussing here is politics. Everything is politics. The committee was needed because it took a national dimension and it was discussed with both traditional and social media. So another person told that Tatin say that the committee needed here say a minister because it's a committee, you know. Yes, because nation really discussing about all these kind of things. Then Dr. Tinkran again came back to say the question is whether the girl was assaulted or whether or not she sustained fractures and dislocation. You can be assaulted without physical injury. Again, we have assault with battery and assault without battery. One will say, Papa, no, he doesn't even understand the law terms in our canon. I say, Omakushia lawyer be a corner business lawyer, and I can just, oh, you bet me a booby without anybody in the committee. You call court a very winning. That is the same thing that Dr. Tinkran is raising here. But he doesn't know, say, whether there was an assault or there's a battery, no. Nipa na osi assault no. E was or apprehend the fear some pa kware ye ne no. But when you watch the videos, the CCTV footage now, as again after the show, she had nothing. She was okay doing her own things. Now, me so say girl will call quarter or them. Girl no, see a chilitum. Then I'm calling on the Minister of Health, please, Minister of Health. Abaya we munjine health license and infinity because for me or according to me, no, she does not qualify to become a nurse in Ghana. Lady we ojana obe kunipa e Ghana ho akasa obaya na wo yare enso na wo nyare. Sebi abrochire na abaya we wanka by now ki agene license da. Because for a nurse our duty to lie say patients abebo and as a patient abebo, let me use that particular word. Patient be aba facility ho aba abebo. April, I'm one the say dislocated arm and I say for Abra one kasa or doctor will prove to say no, as my can end no correct. Now when him lady near beside the question, she made mention of another lie. Listen to her here. I'm moving forward, Kakara. Listen to her with another lie be a Osankato Rafoso.
Oh, thank you very much.
To Adam, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us. And if yes, take one life and
he will take one life. Actually said that.
Yes.
Okay. I say Ralph Sanka chom so obedi na chi abanifie asen ba bo no na busuafo nyina. Enti aside say lady ni edi tro say nipa be 8 and a bono no. She at the same time lied again. Say, oh Ralph Sanka chom so obedi ma chi abanifie ko aba bo me be pira me na busuafo nyina. This character does not qualify to be a nurse. Because the way the lady could lie, you know, and you're so bad is in any civilized society, and this can buy away your friend who nurse BM. That be obesity and transfer. No, we do not need to transfer the nurse. I see the lines is free because professional woman girl will be kunipa or hospital will be. I'm telling you, this is a serious issue. Maybe somebody might not take it say so serious to that extent because I remember yare mitikura pay me because girl will might say obewo me panie boni ekume. When she knows I'm an NDC member, obewo panie boni ekun. Yes. Priscilla, that is why she meant by physical assault. And in court, no, she was saying all these kind of things. I'm surprised that Dr. Tinkran all of a sudden want to twist it. That when him, a Ghanaian nurse be the advice be amageno. If you yenti get advice or demano. This is a very, very simple advice. Ena or the amano. So tia ebebo on wankasa.
So mami nurse, how are you feeling? Reports are bad on time will be able to say one kind of crocontompo the free day 1 hour. How are you feeling? Now the doctors from your own hospital say Wobua. Rav Babonti Beka say he had a normal conversation with you. At the was my shoulder dislocation. Yeah, Bonti Beka say make you sure say what my politician being sure what you know you now Samoba it is going to be your name. Who saying you make a report within your boy? You've lost your credibility But nurse for be say because of this character. Are you happy? We know say rough and yeding and maybe how we are Ghana for cassetia, but unsa adie we nkwade 80% of Ghanaians na omuta rafechi. Cause so many say ensi that say obefri ni fie ne nse twa onu no hiamwa obesa hospital about boot to the stand say unsa we want to etiti what's the shoulder dislocation. Your story wasn't adding up. Say catch you say jai. Busanya kuko drosa me do court 7 million Ghana cedis. They were pushing you. And the politicians who were here for. How are you feeling? I want to know how you are feeling. To say me and I'm a reporter about Bonting, Ralph Soswako Bodia. To say no, are you in the right state right now? Like your mental health? Are you okay? Ghana how you bolding sa next nibako. Tora ukodi. You see how I'm calm? It's because I'm so disappointed and I'm afraid. Senka be ma crank beka so wa kukudru. Na wo ba be sia timi journey na so me timi se me ku obi abrante ni mase. Rafu tirinkwa. Na maame nurse anese for so wo Ghana hafo nyina da wase. If it's a wunti, if it last week besi na ye din dae. Report as about Bontin and Ghana from say 3 day Tomako September ye be diatem. All thanks to you. You could have just said, say, nothing happened. He spoke to you nicely and he left. And that was the truth. Kabibia to one of fabricated stories. Uncle will some you one woman carrying
all right, enti a photo simple and a lady the money. Wana Eric, was he and transfer the remotest village? There be a call kunipa. I'm calling on the health minister. Say, engine alliances infinitum. She shouldn't be practicing nursing anymore. Because just a lead way. I'm telling you, minimum the number of nipa buyer we did to go muso come actual reports on buying, not on yari and a yari wo. Sometimes we need a better society. When the presidency says he's coming to fix the mess of our society now, we need to go in all out. Nipa not say a reset I being count. And I am calling on the health minister. From today, I'll write a formal petition to the Minister of Health again based on these facts on the engine and license infinitum. I will send a formal letter to the Minister of Health say engine again and license infinitum because obeku nipa and I don't know the number of nipa abaye we ekomo. I'll write a petition to the Minister of Health. Engine and license infinitum because the lady no enye ni papa e was society no. But anyway we for